Do you hear that? That's the sound of how many angry fanboys? So what is going on, guys? Jack here, and well, today this is a rant. This is absolutely a rant. So it's just been announced that Venom is going to be, much to everybody's horror, it has just been announced that Venom is going to be PG-13, or as it's known over in the UK, 12A, and the runtime is 1 hour and 52 minutes. Up until this point, I have been so excited for this movie. There is absolutely one thing that worries me about it being a 12A. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go through the number of reasons why it worries me about it being a 12A. So let's start off with number 1. So Venom's going to be a 12A. That means that a lot of the stuff that makes Venom who he is going to be severely dumbed down. It's going to be doing... It's going to be like Batman vs Superman. They'll have done a movie that absolutely pushes the boundaries of R-rated, and then when they've shown it to the studio have took one look at it and gone, no, do it again. I genuinely believe that the director of this movie and Tom Hardy have originally created something that the fans wanted. Now, that's not to say that the film is not going to give us what we want, because it could very well do so, but it's going to be doing it to a point where we're going to tell when something's been cut, or we're going to tell when Venom would act or react to something in a certain way, and if he doesn't go that way, then we're going to know that that was a studio decision. Now, studios like Sony are notorious for meddling with superhero movies because they want them to be family friendly. Well, I'm sorry, but look at movies like Logan and, you know, Deadpool. They're R-rated masterpieces, especially Logan. Logan is up there, and this was Venom's chance to be R-rated. Yeah, it just does me head in. It really annoys me. Number 2, this one involves the runtime. So, 1 hour and 52 minutes isn't too bad, but that's Justice League territory. We all know how much of Justice League got reshot, cut out, rehashed, and that's the part that worries me. 1 hour and 52 minutes is not a lot of time, realistically, to get Venom out there, because by the time we get into it and a lot of it starts, the film will essentially near enough be over. We'll be an hour into the movie. You know, I feel like when you go over the 2 hour mark with movies, especially when you hit, like, say, with Avengers Infinity War, I think that was close to 2.5 hours. That's the kind of length you want these kind of movies to be, because it gives you that extra 30 minutes, 40 minutes to flesh out some stuff, get things right. And if this movie's 1 hour and 52 minutes, I'm seriously worried that there is definitely some stuff that they've cut out. There is absolutely no doubt in my mind that that's the route that this movie is going down. Number 3, with them being 12A, now this one could be taken as a positive. Now, I am absolutely all about this one. Is if they're going down the 12A route, this could mean that we could get Spider-Man. However, that comes down to the film's success. Now, if the film sucks, they are not going to want to carry on with this franchise. They could very well just give the rights to Marvel, kind of like what they did with Spider-Man. Now, Tom Hardy signed on to do 3 movies of Venom. That's a tough pill to swallow, because he said, yeah, we're going to do 3 films, but only if it depends on how people react to it. So what if people don't react to it in a good way? Because I remember when Justice League came out, oh, the fans are going to love it. Yeah, some fans did, but the majority didn't, because DC just don't know how to make a fucking movie. The thing with Venom is we got a poor attempt in Spider-Man 3, and I felt like this film was going to be the one that redeems it. Now, given the 12A rating and the 1 hour and 52 minute runtime, I get the feeling that there has been a lot of studio interference with this movie. I want it to succeed because I want to see more Venom. I want to see more of Tom Hardy's Venom. But I want it to fail, because if it fails, then Marvel will get the rights back to the character. And if they get the rights back to the character, then we know for definite that we are going to get a Spider-Man and Venom crossover. I even said, do you know what? I want the Venom movie to be R-rated. Just give Venom his time to shine. If you want to dumb it down for a crossover, if you want to make it a 12A for a crossover, obviously because it's Spider-Man and Spider-Man's family friendly, then that is absolutely fine. But just let Venom have his moments, or at least if this film is gonna succeed, at least some point in the future, do what they did with Logan and give the fans what they want. 12A, I immediately know that Carnage is probably not going to be in it because Carnage is too vicious to be in a 12A movie. Saying that though, so's Venom. The only way I think they could redeem this for me is if they push the boundaries of 12A, kind of like Batman vs Superman did, and kind of like how Kong Skull Island did it. That is, I feel like, the only way that they are going to redeem this movie. I think Tom Hardy's going to give a stellar performance, but it could go down the route of the film is going to suck, but the acting skill of the characters is what's going to carry the movie, you know. And that was like that. It was like that for, say, Man of Steel or Batman vs Superman, or even, you know, Death Note with Willem Dafoe as Ryuk. He was the only redeemable thing about that movie for me, and it just worries me that if Sony have interfered with this, are we going to miss out? You know, are us, the fans, the ones who know it best, are we going to miss out on Venom, Lethal Protector and all that stuff? And then if it is going to stay 12, are we going to miss out on Carnage? It's just little details like that. You know, it's just, I'm just seriously getting Spider-Man 3 vibes here.
Ooh, my spider sense is tingling. If you know what I'm talking about.
I was ill a couple of weeks back and Spider-Man 3 came on, and I know I was ill because I did not attempt to turn the film off. I hope when October 3rd rolls around, that's when it comes out in the UK, I hope when that rolls around and this film comes out, I hope it proves me wrong. So until then, any reviews that get posted online by IGN, I am going to steer clear. And I feel like this is the one that I need to make an opinion of myself. So what do you guys think about this rating? Do you love it? Do you hate it? If you love it, that's worrying, because then you don't want to see Venom at its full capability, but that's your opinion. Everybody, you know, opinions like arseholes, everybody's got one. So let's sound off below, guys. Are you excited for the Venom movie? Are you worried about the 12A rating? Is it going to affect the film? And are you worried about the runtime? I'm very worried. You know, me, Paul and Lou, we are very excited for this movie, but with the news of this rating, it's severely brought us down a peg or two. You know, so just sound off below in the comments, guys, and what are your thoughts about this? So take care, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, bye bye.